Alright, almost set up. Alright. Check. Hold on. I'm so sorry. Alright, let's get things on the road. Just gonna zoom in. Alright. Hello, people of the internet! It is I, 555 Gaming and Productions, and welcome back to yet another stream. Yeah, I basically tried doing a lot of streams, but unfortunately a lot of stuff basically got to me. Not to mention YouTube's new fucking update. But right now, I think we're just gonna like ignore it for the time being. So yeah. Hopefully. So yeah. Alright, so let's get things started. Click on the right one. Let's see, gotta check. Okay. It's playing. Not it. There's a fucker. There you go. I'm kidding. Right. Yep, there we go. There we go. Next, alright, we are back to some more Monumental Mythos.
Next mental discovery made up new history and sent shockwaves across the nation. Unfortunately, Ralph Raskin and Michael Schumer were really in the last batch of capsules when something on the edge caught their eye. He looked like a biplane, one of those hatching way back when, said Grassman. He also was who also organized the trip. Grassman walked on the edge to retrieve his hat. When he pulled back the hat's blouse, someone back in the shock at the sight of a human scalp, partially exposed in the light. Tim walked over and after a brief discussion with Grassman, he agreed to remove the rest of the body from the light. The effort took several hours, but by 10 p.m. the Bridgemen were able to pull the entire body from the light with no further damage. Although both men had presumed that the individual was already dead for some time, Tim exclaimed in shock when he reportedly saw the individual's eyelids clear. Grassman suggested that maybe take the body home.
Okay, that was kind of cool.
They pursued the full back to Grassman's apartment. They laid the body in a full bathroom, gradually raising the water temperature throughout the night to prevent shock. Grassman explained to us that this technique helped Pulp magazine he had read as a child. At 2 a.m. the following morning, George told me an individual briefly began consciousness and shouted, "Victory is left." Our glass and rustling Olivia. At 7 a.m. the third individual who was last in the coma saw the glass and confirmed the local authorities. That's why we had to call medical personnel earlier. Something told reporters that didn't want to risk lives if they should fall, but it'd be driving on slippery roads in the dark. Early on the stone, 10 miles to the right, and let's get those names to Delaware Court Park. Up in the stairs, Hope Fishman thought that individual's face was greatly removed. It's only when someone pulled out a dollar bill that the man was fully moved. When we first got them out, he made a stroke.
Oh God, it's George Washington.
The third really time people were completely frozen over. By then, we saw the show without ice, and we had no doubt that we felt like George Washington. Although Delaware State Hospital has been trying to comment on the anxiety and the condition of the man, President Dr. Michael Kemp in the previous stages of Delaware's history and historians continue to know of the East from the 18th century. The foundation raised most questions about the answers. Further research revealed that Bill Washington reenactors were artifacts that were reported missing. President believes that the man who dug out from the ice is the true George Washington, and the Delaware president began gravely build on crossing the Delaware River. President claimed that the imminent death of Washington had been devastating to the war effort. The tradition was right by having double action.
Sorry, I basically have a stuffy nose.
Asked of explanation of why the party had been found so far from the sound of battle, President replied, "It was drifted away or was completely candidate far away that no one could find it." During Saturday's morning press conference, President Green shared his thoughts on the discovery in 2 words: "I'm surprised."
God damn.
I'm surprised. President Green shared his thoughts on the discovery in 2 words: "I'm surprised."
Did my mouse... Oh. Okay, my mouse didn't die. I thought it did. Because I could have sworn I replaced the battery. Holy shit, George Washington's now alive. Okay.
During the first winter of the center's construction, the workers set up the Christmas tree just outside.
Hold on, I'm gonna check something. Can I reboot? Nope. Okay. Okay. Just making sure.
Beside the entrance. It was an uncanny sight to see a green fir stand in the middle of what appeared to be a no man's land. The
That's a
fig tree
Christmas tree.
totally ordained.
Is this a Christmas special?
Cranberry-
A few days away from it, but you know what? I'm considering this a New Year's Eve special.
buttons, and tin cans greatly affected me. It demonstrated that even in the darkest of times, the American people will light the beacons of hope. I thought it could be the start of a great and inspiring tradition, so I traveled north to Babylon in search of a Christmas tree for the following year.
Okay. Okay.
The birthday is well known. Mr. Rockefeller looks at the best tree in the forest. How about this one, Mr. Rockefeller? No, no, it's much too short. How about this one, Mr. Rockefeller? No, no, it's much Mr. Rockefeller? No, no, it's much too avid.
An average tree is a good tree.
That he would leave empty-handed. Then, on the 12th night, just as he was packing up his stuff, Mr. Rockefeller heard the sweetest tune in the air. It sounded as though the very wind itself had fallen in love. He and his men followed the song and found themselves at the base of a very, very special tree. How about this one, Mr. Rockefeller? It's perfect. For the rest of
Wait. You picked this? Bro! Bro! That tree is fucking cursed for a reason! That tree was cursed! That tree's cursed for a fucking reason! Oh my god, there's another one? Okay. As well. Hey, Savager, how you doing? But, okay. My god, there's a lot. Okay. Alright. That tree made the Washington Monument fucking bend! Like, bro, are you nuts? Are you nuts? Fair enough, man. I'm basically trying to basically get through life and whatnot. So yeah. But still, look, that tree. I'm really sorry about the sudden I don't know what to call it, like the sudden boot killer. Yeah, I'm really sorry for doing that. But again, this tree made the Washington Monument fucking bend. I am not kidding. Like, in this series so far, that tree, it made the Washington Monument fucking bend. So therefore, you're bringing in something that is cursed.
very special tree. How about this one, Mr. Rockefeller? It's perfect.
Hold on.
For the rest of the night, the men throwing their axes at the special tree.
You idiots!
However, when the sun rose, the tree was still standing. The axes had left no marks at all. Mr. Rockefeller was surprised. The next day, Mr. Rockefeller and his men laid 100 sticks of dynamite around the tree.
It pulled a bait on the Washington Monument. No, not a bane.
But the special tree continued to stand.
No. It didn't pull a bane. It actually made it bend. It actually made it bend. It bended, like, not like breaking your back bend, but like bending to like where it's like. What are those? What are those? What is that Japanese folklore about this woman who had a very, very long neck? That's the one I'm talking about. It's like that.
Mr. Rockefeller was surprised. When
Yeah.
Mr. Rockefeller decided to hire the fresh team of grave diggers to take the tree out of the ground. After a week of digging, they told Mr. Rockefeller the tree will be out in 3 years at this rate. Mr. Rockefeller was surprised, but he decided to let the grave diggers work. He would pick the next 3 best trees for the next 3 Christmases. But by the 4th year, the special tree was ready to display.
You idiots. You fucking idiots. So...
For the last 2 years, I have seldom mentioned the tragedy that occurred at the center. Many have taken offense at my silence, claiming it to be the result of a desensitization to workplace accidents. Indeed, I have seen enough accidents, 3 nothing could have prepared me for what happened at the center. For some time now, my friends have blamed the center's original construction workers for the tragedy, since it was their very own Christmas tree that had started the whole tradition. But the truth is that their tree brought joy and wonder to the public. It was my tree, and my tree alone, that brought about the unprecedented loss.
I have a bad feeling about this.
On a cold December morning in Midtown Manhattan, Rockefeller's name slowly raised the special food. Heave-ho! 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 By the afternoon, the special tree stood tall and still. It was unlike any other tree, having no color, branches, or leaves.
So it's gray, lovely.
Okay. Mr. Bardia thought that the tree was too bare and asked for branches to be added so that ornaments could be hung. Mr. Rockefeller didn't agree. He thought the tree was perfect, just the way it was.
Are you sure this guy isn't an Eldritch analog horror deity? Like, are you sure this guy isn't an entity that escaped from the SCP Foundation?
But since Mayor Bardia had been one of his best friends, Mr. Rockefeller told his men to glue some branches on. I, Virginia, watched as the men placed branches on the special tree. I had saved my money for over 9 months to purchase a little star ornament because I wanted to be the very first person to decorate the Rockefeller Christmas tree.
Kid, I'm gonna be real. You're basically signing your death wish. You're basically wishing upon a death wish. What are you doing? What are you doing? My God.
I jumped as high as I could, but still, the lowest branch was out of my reach. I was very disappointed. I wanted to be the very first person to decorate the tree, but now I had no chance. Unless I called my friends. At once, I began counting my friends on my fingers.
So you had 10 each.
Helen, Sarah, Elizabeth, Alice, Joseph,
Joseph
Elsie,
and Jilsa.
Judith,
Okay, that's a last JoJo joke that I'll be making for a little bit. We're probably the only one
Then I
now.
realized that 10 friends standing on each other's shoulders could put me at the very top of the Christmas tree. My star could be the first and the tallest.
Oh boy.
Without a second to spare, I ran from door to door asking for help. Knock, knock, knock. Helen, are you there? Knock, knock, knock. Charles, are you there? Knock, knock, knock. Elizabeth, are you there?
Okay. I thought it was gonna be like that all day long. I thought it would be like that.
I told them my plan, to have them all stand on each other and form a ladder for me to climb to the top.
That shit will literally kill you.
And they quickly started to climb onto each other's shoulders. Ow! Helen had stepped on Charles' fingers. Ow! Charles had stepped on Elizabeth's fingers. Ow! Elizabeth had stepped on Alice's fingers. After many groans and tumbles, my friends formed a sturdy ladder, and I began to climb. My joy grew with every passing face. Before I knew it, I was at the very top, looking down at the tree. My ladder of friends swayed back and forth, and occasionally felt like it was about to collapse. But I tuned out the movement and focused on the tree. Closer, friends, closer. Then I could hear the metal star at the top of the tree. It was perfect. Hooray! Victory! I'm the first! This time, there was a strange sound. The tree began to shake.
Oh,
All
great.
at once, and the entire tree slowly bent backwards. Soon, the very top of it touched the ground, forming a perfect arc. It was like a very strange rainbow. My heart sank as I saw my star gently slide to the ground from the tree's top. Bolts of lightning then shot out from inside the arc of the tree, producing thunderous booms. The lightning scared my friends and me,
What did I even say? One man ran up to me and whispered, "The trees are not trees." What the fuck was that?
It is only natural for the reader at this point to wonder why the incident has been referred to as a tragedy. There has been no loss of life, and aside from a few temporary scorch marks on the center, no damage to the surrounding property. I too assumed it was a mostly inconsequential event, likely an electrical accident whose effects were exaggerated.
If I ever get a fan count off the ground, I might actually do a kill count for this.
A death at the center would have weighed heavily on my mind for some time. But when I encountered the results of the children's medical examinations, I wished that death had occurred in place of the young family.
It cut off.
My mom had visited me at the hospital, but they looked completely different. So I was worried. After she wiped her tears, she asked, "Did you hang your door at the Rockefeller tree?" I answered, "It wasn't a bear. I was going to hang a star." The doctor asked, "What do you mean?" Pa asked, "Where did you get these clothes?" I answered, "These are my clothes, the ones you helped me put on this morning." The doctor asked, "What do you mean?"
Oh boy. Yep, she's in an alternate dimension. That kid is in an alternate dimension, and there is no way out of it.
None of us thought that our real parents had visited. They all did feel familiar. Orville and Philip were especially stable. They didn't even share the same last name with their parents. The nurses tried to convince us that those who had visited us were our parents, and that we would come around to happily greet them as they healed. But it was hard to believe. Whenever I looked out the window, I saw that Manhattan looked different from memories. Mr. Rockefeller himself was kind enough to visit us in the hospital. He asked us whether we were okay, and then after some time, he and the nurses began to ask us some very easy questions about American history.
Okay.
Whenever we replied, they would chuckle and shake their heads. Until I told Mr. Rockefeller who I thought he was. He chuckled at first, and then became silent, as if the simple fact had deeply affected him. He had asked all my friends a few more questions about himself, and with each answer, he seemed a little more scared. Mr. Rockefeller quietly stood with the nurses for a while, before he wished us a Merry Christmas and left. That evening, the nurses took x-rays of us to make sure we hadn't broken our ribs. Usually, those taking the x-rays are more than half of the other patients what the pictures look like. When I asked to see them, the nurses ignored me. I didn't fall asleep that night. I kept my ear close to the wall to hear what the nurses were saying next door. I heard one sentence over and over. Everything's backwards. I wonder what they meant by that. I never told my friends because I didn't want to scare them.
Jesus Christ. Oh boy, we're at the final part.
For several weeks, the children were kept under observation at the Columbia Presbyterian Hospital. I visited them as soon as I had the chance to. All the families of these children were deeply unsettled, but they had all independently come to the conclusion their child had been replaced by a doppelganger. They claimed that these new sons and daughters possessed substantial differences from their real children. The majority of differences involve altered physical attributes and the inability to recognize familiar locations and characters, such as their parents and their home. Two boys even claim to have names different to those that their mothers had given them at birth. But of all the discrepancies, the most bizarre was their faulty recollections of notable persons and events. For instance, each of the afflicted children claimed that I had become the wealthiest man in America through an oil monopoly. It is common knowledge that I did indeed work at an oil refinery in my youth, but to entirely deny my 2 terms as president and insist instead that I had always been a mere philanthropist struck me as being particularly odd. The families were organized by the children's behavior. Some continued to search for their real children. I support their endeavors, but I do not believe that the children's afflictions were the result of hysteria. Every day, I find myself recollecting the day that I had selected the tree. I have since realized the difficulties involved in the removal of it should have repeatedly discouraged me. And had I been discouraged, the families of those children would not be experiencing the anguish that they currently have. Perhaps I never had the opportunity to select another tree. Perhaps I was meant to select that tree regardless of my persistent character. Perhaps we are all trolleys, forced to follow the path of the track to each of our destinations. I take solace in that thought. Or perhaps the tree chose me.
Or maybe the tree decided, yeah, you know what? Fuck this and fuck Christmas. I feel like that's what the tree was like. And it's not even Christmas yet, too. Resembles a man far more than any tree? Are you fucking serious? Ugh. Hold on, hold on. Sorry about that. I had to blow my nose. Oh shit, nope, that's not what I want. Okay. GE? The fuck was that? What the fuck was that? Ah, whatever. Next one. Okay, these photos look like they were taken in 2018. I can't say they look like photos that were taken today, because seriously, look at this quality. Is it AI? I have no idea. God damn, what's wrong with my nose? Yeah, fair enough. What did he think they saw? Some sort of, I don't know what it was. Oh, so we're just ignoring that? Rock on. Oh boy. What is that supposed to be? Some sort of cloud stake or something? I cannot see what's on that camera. What the fuck is that? I saw that. I saw that. Oh! What the fuck is that? Was that the bullworm from SpongeBob? Jesus Christ! Were these like old photos taken? Like... These has to be old photos. Like, this stuff right here, it has to be old photos. It has to be. Not like 2005, but holy shit. A Kangolian or a Kangan crown? Okay. Why are we looking at... What the fuck is that? What the fuck was that? Okay, next one. God, am I sick? That's gotta be Morse code. That's gotta be Morse code. Yeah, definitely Morse code.
Siamo scesi giù per un voto e in una grotta profonda. Dopo avermi messo a terra, ha acceso il fuoco per tenere le braccia contro delle pietre. Ormai è da ore che silenzio stava con le rocce. Non avevo mai guardato in alto. Oggi, fin da quando ho iniziato a scrivere, la cosa con gli occhi di bambino ha fissato me.
Alright. One thing to say about this, before we move on, I also noticed something when I was doing some research. Basically, President Dean is starting to get his own series. So, yeah.
19 le casse sono state caricate all'alba. Sono pesanti. Su quali esse contengono una parte di un imposto sculturo. 29 aprile. Siamo 13 pronte all'alba.
The
La
fuck?
nave ci ha messo ore per preparare il porto.
That was fucking too fast. What the fuck was that?
Ciascuno di esse ha permesso una novità d'acqua di entrare. Senza il catrame saremmo stati 3 giorni. Abbiamo aperto le casse per gli ufficiali della dogana. Le casse saranno vuote.
A flag of rebellion. Where are the 13 officers? Alright, after this, I'm gonna take a little break. Because my sinuses are fucking killing me. God damn. Oh, God.
Within the following hour, the majority of us were in the cabin, which appeared to be an undiscovered offshoot of some
Oh, Jesus.
in the middle of the location, was a plaster model of a tall, metal-woven statue of a woman. Surrounding the sculpture were the slayed remains of an individual, flattened like a set of claws. A hollowed-out torso was stretched a quarter of the way up the statue, the sight of which compelled a few of the officers to exit the cabin.
Oh.
The human remains were collected and sent to the morgue, while the sculpture was cleaned and lifted out. The statue's blade, held in its right hand, matched the cut present on the down tree. As far as the fantastical implications of this detail, the Gibraltar police force officially concludes that the workshop of Craig Barrett was nothing more than the result of second wind. During a secondary investigation, a journal was discovered in the cabin. Translation of its Italian text is in progress.
Jesus.
Arrives the tight-knit wooden ship. The plastic body is absent. Instead, a tall body is absent.
That's the mascot of the entire series.
Instead, a tall, wounded woman sleeping in its vessel, donning a helmet wrapped in a robe, clutching the sword.
Okay, I was about to say Athena, but no.
Overheard a conversation with the captain. A violent conflict with freedom at the port in Gibraltar. They tell me inside her is the plaster, and I walk away, silently believing freedom craved liberation so terribly she tried to take it for herself. But off the ship, she was dragged away. Freedom locked up. Freedom in chains.
Is that Andromeda?
They
No, I don't
told
think
me
that's
I
Andromeda.
had to take it out of her. So hook, rope, peel, and pull.
Oh.
When it was done, freedom stood motionless. Freedom stood still. I see the final bronze woman, and I feel as if, maybe even hope, she is only dormant now, and will awaken again.
God damn. Okay, let's see the, alright, studio, okay, just basically set it up, make sure it's all good. What the fuck was that? What the? Oh! Okay. Oh God! So the statue came to life. And now we're seeing whatever the hell this is. God damn. Holy shit! Like, god damn, that is... Where'd it go? Okay. Anyway! Holy shit, that was... Oh my god. Eldritch democracy at its finest. Yeah, okay. Looks like I got in the wrong folder. Holy shit! Like, goddamn! Whew! Well, that's it so far. My god. You know what? I'm gonna do it early. We're gonna basically look at the President Dean series early. Alright, let's go. Holy shit! James Brian Dean. Alright. And the 37th president. Oh. Alright. And if we look at our 37th president, that so happens to be Richard Nixon. Yeah. We're not gonna go full into politics. No. No. There's probably gonna be some stuff that I haven't caught up with yet, but I want to see this. And then Abraham Lincoln's head slides off again, and that tree tentacle thing reappears. No? Oh, hold on. Hold on, I'm fixing this. Hold on. I guess I can't fix it. That line is... that's... My line's bothering me.
Almost everybody. Everyone knows that on some level, but nobody wants to believe they're one of the hated. When I knew him, he was very honest. He'd let you know when he didn't like you. One devastating, sharp sting. A jab. Then there'd be some time apart before he'd be back with loads of sorrow and regret and lots of love. But we all took it then, and I think people take it now. The country does. He needs all of us, and that love, that bookends the stings. Some people have the self-respect to walk away and stay out of harm's way. But Jimmy's a riptide. When you're in it, it feels so good to just float, let the water carry you. But it feels like the more you swim, the further you're sent back. The self-respected swim to the side, but back then, we skated its waters. He looks very different, and good on TV, but I knew Jimmy deeply.
Okay. Please tell me that wasn't President Dean's act. Please tell me that wasn't President Dean laughing. Please tell me that wasn't him.
That's a funny question. What in the world is wrong with me? A lot of people ask me that. They like to ask me in all sorts of ways. In public, at the store, on set, even in bed. It always ends the same. Jimmy, you should see somebody. Really? I had 3 separate therapists, actually. The first 2 said, Jimmy, we can only see you for a few times because it's the rules. But they kept inviting me back over and over. They couldn't let me and my sad stories go. I felt sick talking after a while. I don't get anything off my chest. It's just sticky, stuck in the atmosphere.
I'm scared.
Emotion, and I love the thrills. The third one tried to put a diagnosis on me. Maybe, just maybe I'll tell you later. But for now, I have some bills to sign.
Okay.
Move to put it just to sign.
We literally reversed and reversed. Holy shit. Historians continue to debate whether or not President James Dean selected Lincoln Lookers. Oh shit. Holy shit. Huh. God damn. Alright, next one. Basically, Dean has some mental issues, which I can relate. Also some positive and negative stuff about him. And he does like seeing cars race on the track too, so... yeah. Oh, hold on. Literally had to sneeze and I didn't want you to hear it. God damn. Good God. I needed that. I had to blow my nose again. Why the hell am I getting a stuffy nose in the summer? My leg's getting weak. No, not really. Weird. I'm literally standing right now. Weird. What the fuck is that? Oh, okay.
I visited the Soviet system
never thought of it like that.
attempts, you can see who
My
gave
God, President Dean's very deep. Holy shit!
I think there is a lot of honesty in there, and that attracts a lot of people to the stage. Gagarin knew I was there. He knows where everybody is all the time. I thought everyone would know who I was and where I was at any point, but turns out they are just like people in life. They don't check in very often, and they stay themselves. They're normal. Normal in one big consciousness computer. I watched a Soviet play about American cowboys. All the players were women, and they thought it was nice somebody cute like me went backstage to shake their hands. Really, I just wanted to see if any of them would recognize me. They didn't. I think America's far away and fake to them. What's real is what's in the boxes. Their boxes. The lead actor asked if I had anybody guiding me through town, and I replied, no. But I did. A few of my Secret Service were glued to Gagarin City and were keeping their distance behind the curtains. Most of them stood outside of the simulation, surrounding the 3 boxes. I asked if she wanted to give me the tour. She said yes. It's a great thing to understand everybody in there because it's all data. You don't need translators because it's all information. Straight to your head. Your thoughts are your own, but I wasn't even sure of that initially. Clearly she didn't know who I was, or she was a master actor and held her expressions. She took me to downtown with Gagarin and we had a drinks. Even though it was all simulation, it was as real as any beer I ever had. She asked what I did and what I was looking for. Frankly, I became too tired to be dishonest. I explained that
Hold
I
on.
was a necessary leader for a large organization. I mentioned my disdain for President
Sorry about that.
and that got her talking. She hates President Dean more than anybody else for his smooth talking, always knowing the right thing to say when. She talked about how his super sincerity seemed to make him even more inaccessible and unrelatable. It all struck her as a performance, like her role in the play. She said that it only made sense because before being elected, he was an actor, and all actors are fakers. I don't believe that.
Unfortunately,
Explain
that
to you
was not wrong.
that actors bring to stage a lot of truth about how they want to be seen. She ended the conversation simply. Something like, I don't trust anybody who wants people to like them. Because who are they without that love? I told her that I didn't think he felt that love, and that even if he had one, I would still be James Dean. She realized that, and I left. It's true. I don't think anybody really likes me.
Alright, later 700.
We're all too busy minding our own business and staying on our own lanes. Flamingos looking at mirrors, reflections of ourselves. She was funny. Gagarin City has lovely shows.
trailer? I don't know what that's supposed to be. Alright. I think that's gonna be it, because holy shit, my... That's gonna be it for now. Until next time, y'all. I'm gonna see y'all later. Ciao for now. Bye-bye. I'm gonna get some medicine.